who is John, and our daughter Heather, who is 5. By the way, they seem to take all our money. As for an education, I was one of the fortunate ones that didn't go to college, but learned a few good trades along the way. I would like to talk about a few of these if I may. My hardest job was when I was in my early 20s, working for a friend of mine who was a refrigeration subcontractor for the stop-and-go chain stores. It was a hard job. In July and August, working on a rooftop, carrying supplies up and down a ladder, equipment that weighed over 40 pounds or more, equipment like freon recovery units, torches, compressors, and other tools like this. Another challenging task that I had to perform in this company was repairing airflow problems that were located in attics. Having to go into attics to repair airflow problems with temperatures over 130 degrees. From one end of the attic to the other carrying supplies for repairs, balancing between beams and sometimes even crawling around in attics to repair equipment. One of these supplies was called hard cast, and the name serves it well. I believe you when I tell you that sweating uncontrollably and having the attic insulation stick to the hard cast that you get on you during repairs is no fun. I talked about my hardest job. I'd like to talk about my funnest job now. My funnest job was when I was 21 years old, working for a country club golf course in the grounds crew department. I love this job. Driving around all day, doing my job, watching people play golf all day. having to stop all day underneath shaded trees to allow the group of players to drive or putt before I can continue on to my destination on the golf course. The pay was terrible, but when I was 21, the pluses seemed to outweigh the minuses. And having my friends and I play all the golf we wanted after 6 o'clock was a great plus. For the past 10 years, I've worked in the IT field, mostly setting up copiers, scanners, and document management programs that index information from hard drives rather than going through the old filing cabinet ways. For the past 5 years, I've worked for a company called Dayhill Industries doing this. I also have my own company called Phase Solutions, which offer customers computer and network solutions at a good price. I tell my children all the time, you could be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't communicate your ideas or what you know, it'll be in vain. So I decided to set a good example, to be a better communicator and be more confident while I present my ideas to customers, to coworkers, and to even friends. As you can see, I need the help. I gotta look at my notes here for a second. Oh, a funny story from the time that I worked on the golf course. On Fridays in the summer, the club would host tournaments with lots of players, lots of food, and beer cakes located on the golf course. Well, one Friday, the guys and I in the grounds crew department were clowning around, and we decided to park our Cushmans over by one of the kegs and quench our thirst on that hot Friday afternoon. After a while, we had this great idea of setting up ramps with our Cushmans and jumping over stuff in the back of the golf course. We were having a ball doing this until one of the guys crashes his Cushman into a tree. Now we have to tow his Cushman back to the maintenance department, and we have to go around the tournament that is in progress. While towing the Cushman back to the maintenance department, we were crossing over a par 4. While crossing over the par 4, 4, the axle on the front wheel of the Cushman breaks, and the Cushman crashes into the ground. Now we have to go to the maintenance department and get the truck and the tow bed to remove the Cushman from the golf course. And now we're holding up the tournament in progress. I think we got it done pretty fast. But on Fridays after that, there was always plenty of volunteers to pour beer and hand out food to the golfers while they played. My goals are to be a good communicator and listener, and to help others with the same problem, while building up my customer base so I can concentrate on my company full time, so I can have a more flexible work schedule to attend my children's many events as they get older. Well, from the pimples to the gray, I have called San Antonio home. Sure, we all could have moved to bigger cities and made more money, but the cost of living and the weather are great here. And the people have always treated me and my family with nothing but being nice and with class. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests.